Hi, I'm Brooke Atterbury. I'm the Communications and Marketing Coordinator for the town of Breckenridge. I am joined by Dick Carlton today to talk about last night's town council meeting. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great. I mean, look at this. How could you be anything else but?
I know, seriously. You can't even believe that it's October, right?
I know. It's fabulous.
Amazing.
This is perfect fall in my description.
Oh, yes. I believe it too. And I want to keep this until like Thanksgiving or maybe
maybe mid-November, and then let's let it rip.
Yeah, I think so too. Thanksgiving is a little late this year,
Yeah,
so
it's
yeah.
fun.
Well, let's just jump right into it, and let's talk about the open space signage presentation. They came and talked to us a little bit about it. What can you tell us?
You bet. Really interesting presentation. We've hired consultants to help us with our signage in open space and trails, and this was their first check-in with us. So it's very much a work in progress. We're trying. There's important information that we need to get out on our trailheads, right? And really throughout our trail system, in our open space system. So we want to do it in the most effective, efficient way. And we also want to do it in a way that's authentic to Breckenridge, and do it in a way where it's not obtrusive to the beautiful open space and trails that we're enjoying. So they checked in, we gave them some good input, and I'm excited to see the next round.
Yeah, I agree. They had some really great options, and it was kind of cool to see. It makes you a little excited about a new facelift almost on our trails.
You bet. But we've got a lot of signs, so
yes.
It's gonna take time. It'll phase in.
Yeah, and I think you guys are doing a great job. They're doing a great job kind of keeping everything in mind.
Well, thank you. It's a work in progress like many things.
Yes, awesome. Well, and then we also had another exciting kind of annual report from our Breck E-Ride. What can you tell us about that?
Super successful program. I have to admit, I was a little skeptical initially because I was very concerned about the effects on our local bike shops, which are very important, I think, to all of us, is our local businesses. And I've met with a number of the owners and have been assured, as long as we geofence it from, keeping the bikes in Breckenridge, which is our intent. This is all about the last mile, trying to get people to stop using their cars for these short trips. So we have intense saturation of bikes at our workforce housing locations, and really focused on where the locals live and work, and so they can utilize them. So the bike shops have indicated, stay away from our e-bike rentals to go to Frisco or ride around the lake or Duvale Pass or those things. And they're okay with, the ones I've talked to have said they're okay with the in town. In our second year, we increased the rides by 52%. We have saved over 26,000 vehicle miles by these rides and the mileage that they've ridden, which is incredible for in our little town. And I really believe it's making a difference. It's going to continue to grow, making a difference in congestion and certainly pollution.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. I love the Breck E-Ride, and I can't wait to see it come back for next year with a little bit more, hopefully, and all that kind of good stuff.
You bet. We're going to add, I think, 4 more docks, more stations, and we're going to add, I believe it was 25 bikes or 4, I can't remember, but it was, I think it was between 25 and 40 bikes we're going to add. So we'll have more capacity next year. It'll be great.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Yep.
We also had some visitors from the county and even some of our youth, and they talked to us a little bit about nicotine. What can you tell us about that?
I have to give a huge shout out for the 3 high school kids that came and spoke. It's intimidating to come to council. I know a lot of people that don't like to do it because it can be intimidating. I wish it wasn't, because I really love when people come and give us their input. These kids killed it. They did a great job. And they're part of kind of an anti-vape group in the high school, and really trying to support their friends and tell the story and tell the truth about it. So the nicotine tax was passed, I believe, 3 years ago, and this was an update on what has happened, and we're seeing numbers go down. They're still not where we want them to be, though, and we're seeing the need for some more enforcement on the taxes, and we're also seeing some products being sold in our town that are banned by the federal government. So we are now going to embark upon a discussion and hopefully get the other municipalities on board countywide to ban all flavored vapes. And this is from the encouragement of our 3 youth, honestly, and from our 3 high school kids that came and spoke to us. So super proud of those kids, and it's what we need to do. It's, in my opinion, targeted to youth, and it's not good for our youth. So, so we're going to try to take the next step.
That's amazing. I know it was really inspiring to have them come and talk, and I agree, it is really intimidating when you go up there, but I think they did a great job, and I mean, it seems like it really works, so hopefully more people will really bring their issues to you guys.
I hope, I hope so, especially youth. We love having youth come, but everyone's welcome and appreciate input from anyone.
Amazing. Well, lastly, another, amazing story, another win for Breckenridge is our sustainability efforts. And we got just recognized for something recently. So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's super cool. We were named in the top 100 of green destinations for our work around plastics, more specifically banning water bottles, which, I think change is always challenging. It was a burden on some businesses. It feels like we're getting there, and you just have to think about the number of plastic water bottles that aren't in our landfills and our oceans and our rivers and everywhere else. So I think that's an ordinance all of us on council are very proud of, and I credit Jeffrey Bergeron, who has been hammering this since I've been on council. So 7 years now, and even prior to that, Jeffrey has led the fight on this one, and we finally got it done before he was term limited. So we should be calling it the Jeffrey Bergeron ordinance, and I do want to recognize him and give him a pat on the back for that.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, the water bottles, taking the plastics out of to-goes and just like reducing a lot of that impact that we have in our community has been really great.
Yeah, I mean, plastics, they're tough.
Yeah, they really are. Well, thank you so much for your time last night, and thank you for debriefing us on what we talked about.
You bet, you bet, and I appreciate it, and thank you.
Yes, and thank you guys for watching.
Thanks.